Thank you guys. We're doing well tonight. Ooh, I love it. Everyone took their Xanax today. That's what it sounds like. Honestly, I've come to a very, very strong realization in my life that my life's falling apart like a Nature Valley granola bar in a white girl's purse. It is crumbling. Like, those pieces are just on the floor, and I'm like, I'm not going to get this life back together. All right? I kind of realized that when I got a stomach infection in the middle of, like, peak COVID. I'm pretty sure at this point, this infection, it's gone through 5 rounds of antibiotics, and it's still alive. Like, it has a stronger will to live than I do. And like any, very normal person, I WebMD'd that, right? Who has WebMD'd their symptoms? And there we go. Come on. Now, all the rest of you have. You're lying to me. It's okay. Get some trust here. I'm not your Tinder date. You can trust me. Yeah, and I Googled it, and I got really mad at WebMD. That little bitch lied to me. It told me I was going to lose weight and die. Don't promise a good time and not deliver, WebMD. It's very, very sad. And actually, I'm pretty sure the only thing that breaks down more than my body is the McDonald's ice cream machine. But I went to the store recently, and I have asthma, and I started acting up. I started coughing very violently. And let me tell you, in today's climate, I haven't received that many dirty looks from middle-aged white women since I spoke Spanish at a Whole Foods. Dirty looks. And you understand, sometimes people are a little hesitant to laugh at that joke because it does look like I'm one brunch away from being a basic white bitch. I am not. I'm Spanish, I'm Mexican, and I'm Jewish. Which simply means I wake up in the morning and I feel guilty and I have to shave a full mustache. It's great. I do love it. But my parents wanted a better life for us than they had, and they grew up pretty poor, and so they're like, what can we give these kids? Like, what can we give these kids to whitewash them? You're like, allergies, that's it. Because nothing says privilege like a gluten intolerance, let me tell you, man. Nothing. They went a bit too far, though, because honestly, the only thing longer than my allergy list is my CVS receipt. I have an allergy to peanuts, dust, cats, both the real thing and the musical, and that movie. And, you know, I actually have a really weird allergy. I have an allergy to Benadryl. Yeah, that's all of 90s parenting down the drain for my mother. She couldn't knock me out. It was pretty terrible, but I'm pretty certain that was God's way of telling me I was meant for the dumpster behind Planned Parenthood. Oh, I'm making it about myself, not you guys. Come on. You all are beautiful, all right? It's not me on the inside. But it's been a very interesting experience having all these allergies. Like, when I even go to Costco, it's kind of weird. Like, I have to read all the labels. And one time, I have to say, I went to Costco, and I actually like Costco post-COVID more so than pre-COVID, because pre-COVID, let me tell you what happened. I went to go get one of those samples. Anyone love those samples at Costco? Come on, yes, we love those things. I went and grabbed one, and the lady was like, oh, honey, don't do that. You can't do that. I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, honey, you have to have parental supervision to have a sample. Do you know how old you have to be to have parental supervision at Costco? It is 12! Look, and you go across the street to that brewery, you get carded, it's a compliment. Like, yes, I have been using retinol in my skincare routine, thank you for noticing. But 12? I haven't even passed puberty yet. Like, I understand it sounds like my balls haven't dropped and this is only an A cup, but still! Worked hard! Went through that! So at this point, I'm very offended, and I'm like, look here, Jan. I'm actually an executive member of this joint, so that means I get 2% back on everything in this cart. So hand over the dinosaur chicken nuggets and nobody's gonna get hurt. And I know honestly complaining about how young I look to a group and an audience makes a lot of people want to be like, I want to stab you in that face of yours. All that baby fat. But it makes things really hard for me. Like, dating is really, really hard for me. Like, I have to use special dating apps. Have you guys ever heard of the dating app Megan's Law? Best app ever. All right, let me tell you. If you're on the fence about it, let me tell you. I get a free background check on all my dates, all right, and I get to know where they live, all right? See the alert? And with rents and housing in North County and San Diego, all over, look, a lot of folks keep living here. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. But dating's hard for everyone, right? Is anyone actively dating? No, all happily married. Wow, well-adjusted white people here, damn it. All right, so no one's been traumatized. Let me fix that. Dating's hard, whether you're going to admit it or not. It's very, very difficult. And one of the worst things across generations was pickup lines are terrible. Can we all agree on that? Yes? Does anyone have a good pickup line?
No.
No, correct, sir, because there are no good pickup lines. This man knows what he's talking about. I bet he has a Costco card and he's an adult. Yes, sir, you are. There is no good pickup line. But, you know, and I don't mind people coming up to me like, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, daddy issues, what's your name? That's fine, okay? That's fine. But my name's Victoria, so I get a lot of pickup line about Victoria's Secret. Yeah, okay. And after like the 5th guy coming up to me like, hey Victoria, what's your secret? I'm like, there's 5 bodies in my trunk, Steve. That's my secret. And I'm actually really proud of my parents recently, guys. I'm really proud of them. They're taking their next step in the American dream, really important for our minority family. They're getting a divorce. Yeah. Woo, yes, finally they're admitting it. And unfortunately, like any good millennial, I lived with my parents during the COVID era. Rough times. And their argument got pretty bad. And I figured, you know, after all this is over, I should thank them for letting me live with them. You know, I should go and take them on a trip to Mexico, honor our heritage like my mother's always going on about, all right? And then we'll come back through the border, and then the U.S. government will just separate me from my parents. Best day ever! You know, I get away from a demanding Mexican mother and free room and board without dating a pedophile? I mean, geez, those kids call it a cage. I call it a studio bedroom apartment with no HOA, guys. I've been Victoria Parra. You've been a lovely audience. Thank you so much for listening.